Hey you guys, how are y'all doing tonight?
Great.
Great.
Okay,
Good.
thanks. I want to thank you all again in advance for being willing participants to be a part of my audience for my persuasive speech today. How many of you all have ever been in an accident? Wow, everybody in this room. How many of you all have been in an accident where you should have been dead, but you're only alive today because of your seatbelts and by the grace of God? Wow, everybody. So what does that tell us? Our seatbelts are pretty important. And today, through my research, I hope to encourage you all to continue to wear your seatbelts because they do save lives. And before we go any further, I want to give you all just a history of the seatbelts and why it's still out of wearing. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, seatbelts are harnesses that are put in vehicles to limit trauma or additional harm to passengers during accidents. Seatbelts, originally were called safety belts, began as a way to protect pilots in airplanes back in the 1800s. An aeronautical engineer by the name of George Carlin is the one who created the seatbelts back in the 1800s. And in 1984, New York became the first state required to wear seatbelts by law. And the only state today that does not currently have a seatbelt law for adults is New Hampshire. Now, did you all know that the leading cause of death for people 35 and under is car accidents? Wow. And according to a study performed at the University of Oklahoma, 40,000 people die each year because they don't wear their seatbelts. And 25% of people that are thrown from their vehicle during an accident die. I want you all to take a look at my visual aid for this. And I have 6 pictures. Different car accidents. This first accident. Person ran a red light and they got T-boned at the light in the intersection. They were wearing their seatbelt and they lived. This person in the middle, they parked on a hill, don't really know why. They kind of slipped off the hill and rolled over and hit that light pole, but they had their seatbelt on and they lived. In this last picture, this lady dropped her cell phone and she reached down to pick it up and she rear-ended a truck doing 50 or 60 miles an hour, but she had on her safety belt and she lived. Here's another T-bone accident at the top. Person ran the red light at the intersection, got T-boned, they didn't have their seatbelt on, and unfortunately they died. This person in the middle, they fell asleep driving on a country road that had a lot of curves and twists and turns. They went up the road, hit a tree, they didn't have their seatbelt on, and they got thrown out and they died. This last person at the bottom, he lived right around the corner from this bank that he was going to. He swerved in the road trying to miss something, and he ended up hitting that light pole. And unfortunately, he did not wear his seatbelt. And because of that, he died from this accident. So what am I saying? Seatbelts are important. They save lives. It doesn't matter if you're going to the store or if you're a seasoned driver, your experience doesn't matter. There's been a lot of different reasons that people give for not wearing the seatbelt, such as, oh, I'm only going around the corner, I won't be in an accident, I'm a good driver, or I'm afraid I'll be trapped in my car if I'm in an accident. That's not a good reason. None of those are good reasons. Accidents can occur. We can't control other drivers. So the best safety device we have is that seatbelt. So what I want to do is just to encourage all of you to continue to wear your seatbelt, continue to buckle up, do what you can to protect yourselves because seatbelts do save lives.